sure.
Hey, on some DJ shit, I don't know of another DJ who can, cause I be paying attention to the show, Kid, and I don't know another DJ who can go from playing like, early '80s hip hop into 2000s into some shit that just dropped. You know what I'm saying? And you do it so effortlessly.
Right.
And I feel like for so long as DJs, we've been programmed to like, okay, we're gonna do a set, a West Coast set, or we're gonna do, 21 Savage type of set, you know what I mean? And we're like, with you, I listen to your shit and like you just change the rules. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, because listen, man, when I got on, right, it wasn't a lot of people. I was the one that made the DJ. So a lot of people traveling. There was a lot of people going a lot of places. They was, doing their radio show in their city. If there was a radio show in the city that played hip hop, a lot of stations around the country that play hip hop. So sometimes you just got to take it further. You got to go further. You got to. I kind of lost your question because it kind of messed me up a little bit. Say the question again. One more time.
I was just saying on how like you can go from one end of the spectrum of hip hop to the other so easily.
I got lost real quick. Well, what it is, man, it's I'm a fan of the music. I know how I would like to hear music. I know that most radio stations and DJs that's on the radio, it's not their fault how they have to play. A lot of times they have to follow a protocol. There's a amount of money involved, so they're not allowed to really spread their wings the way they really want. When Sirius came to me and said, Kid Capri, we hear what you're doing on the net. We want you to just do whatever you want to do. That gave me a leeway to say, I want to show radio the way I see radio. And It doesn't happen where it's just old or it's just new. My show is called The Block Party because when you go to a block party, everybody's invited. It doesn't matter what you dress, how you dress. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your age is. And you hear a whole bunch of dope shit. So that's what I wanted the show to be. You hear different things you don't know and stuff that's old. I make it sound relevant today. So that's how it was structured for me to do. And I wanted to incorporate everybody. Somebody that's 16 can enjoy something that somebody 50 years old can enjoy.
I saw something today on Music Breaker where Tobin, what's his name?
Toby the Gateway.
Yeah, he said that the internet and TikTok and social media is the new DJ because of the influencers. As a DJ, I kind of took offense to that. How do you feel about that in this day and age of music and the digital side of everything? Has social media taken the job away from the DJ, or how do you feel about it?
Well, I feel this way. All right. I don't feel like it took the TikTok or anything like that took anything from the DJ. But here's the problem. The problem is one day somebody said hookah. Everybody started smoking hookah. Didn't even know what the hell hookah was. So the point that I'm trying to make is that when something catches on and it blows up, it becomes an abundance of it. So now what happens is it gets oversaturated, and so the next thing is forced to come out. Because there's so much of one thing. It's so many people doing that one thing. So the next thing that's going to happen, which was, the internet and social media, that takes precedent because a lot of people now could be seen and don't have to get booked. They don't have to be on the road. If they've never been seen before, they can throw their camera on and anybody can see them. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter if they've been here 10 years or if they've been here 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We have an oversaturation of a bunch of people that really didn't put their work in, but they there. So now it makes you say, we don't need them no more because there's so much we can get to them anytime we want. They're a dime a dozen.
Right. That makes sense because I was talking to my wife about that today. Like when we as kids, we had to learn to be tough and crack because we was on the block or on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, kids can just hide at home, and especially with COVID. So I could see what you're saying with the DJs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Same thing with the. You know what I'm saying? You keep in mind, you had to be special at one time when you got signed. You had to be a special type of person to get signed. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're talented. Now, everybody got a computer. That's why there's 60,000 records on Spotify every day, because everybody has a computer and the wrong people, some of the wrong people are coming into it, but you can't stop. They're going to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But it becomes an oversaturated thing so where things don't become special no more. And then you look at social media and you see all these artists that used to keep some kind of mystery to them. they on there modeling and shit. You see them every day. So if you see them in the street, it ain't no big deal. It's like, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something stay special and sacred so that it becomes a big deal later. It can't be accessible all the time because then it's like, all right, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather somebody say that's, and even before the pandemic, when I come off the road, I'm in the house. I don't hang out. I stay in the crib. I've been doing that. So the pandemic was no kind of adjustment as far as that's concerned. I just feel like when people see you less, they appreciate you more. I don't need to be at everybody's event all the time. So when I come in, it's like, oh shit, instead of damn, he's in my face again. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
so,
it's special when you step out.
So what gets Kid Capri's attention from a new artist today? Like, you know, somebody's trying to get your attention as an artist. What's something that you look for that stands out for you?
Well, one is more than just being an artist. You know, once we make the record, first we gotta be able to make music. And then once you make music, now you gotta be able to sell that music. How do you do interviews? How do you speak to people? How's your arrogance? How's your humbleness? How's, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you willing to work? Or you just want people to do it for you? You just want to go on the zone and that's it. Like, it's a number of things that I look at more than just you making the record. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can make a record now. But what are you doing? What are you doing to take care of the business? This is a business. This is a business. This is not a game. So what are you in it for? What are you reaching for? You reaching to talk gang shit? You reaching to make a business out of it? Or you reaching just because you want to be out and have attention? Which one you want to do?
Right.
You know, so it depends, you know.
That's knowledge, man. That's straight up knowledge.
Appreciate you.
I got one last question for you real quick, Kid Capri, because we're all about repping our region. Can we send you a zip of some Colorado and Arizona music and see if you like something?
We play it on Sirius, banging out, all that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just as DJs, man, you know, don't y'all just know this. Y'all all got power, man. All of y'all got the power. No matter what level the power is, or if you feel like, you know, you're not getting to a certain place or people are not trying to help you in a certain way. At the end of the day, y'all in the positions on the radio station that y'all in because y'all special people. Keep in mind, we in a big world with a lot of people in it, and you were chosen to do what you do. So that's a power right there. You know what I'm saying? They depend on you to make them feel better than they were before they heard you. You have a responsibility in a job. You know what I'm saying? And all I'm saying to y'all is when we hear somebody put some music out, that's a DJ, whether it's me, whether it's Khaled, whether whoever it is. If it's worthy of it, support it. Support it because it's going to lead a door for you to open up for you if you want to do an album. Now they'll look at it as, you know, do this shit. It ain't a thing where it's just, you got to be an artist and a DJ got to be looked at just playing records.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know,